Sweet. I'll probably wear this forearm glove for another, like for the rest of this week.
Yeah, no.
Next week I'll probably switch back to
That's
this.
a good idea.
Yeah.
It makes me
this
feel...
is healed now, but I just think one more week just
Yeah,
to make sure that it's actually protected.
Just don't want to hear it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I say that every time and suddenly I say, oh, you know, arm shot. And I go,
No, like it's been hidden in the Kevlar.
yeah.
It's more I'm used to having like the big pad on my thumb, so every now and then you get there, I'm like, but hey, I guess it's payback for your gap.
Yeah, well, we've all got it.
That's it. The hockey gloves and lacrosse gloves are covered there.
Yeah.
They're just more expensive. The cheapest pair of hockey gloves I found that actually are decent are like $100, but they're still like a little tight. So like
it's still pretty good for the amount of use you get out of them.
yeah,
like,
I just don't know how durable they are. This year.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
It's more the lining on the inside.
Right.
So these ones are like 150, so these are decent. But yeah, all right. Good.
Thinking I'm gonna get closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got. I think you landed the first hand shot actually.
Yeah, there was a
I think
nick
I
on.
like punched like one of your like down here ones.
Yeah, that's good. Like I'm having trouble getting through too with yours down
Yeah,
there.
this thing's hard to get past, isn't it? Yeah. Nice. Oh, that's good. I was just thinking that I might got too much weight here, and I like went to move back, and you got me.
Yeah. So once again, I wasn't looking for it.
Now you feel you feel that they take an extra half a beat to retract, and you realise they're somewhat planted. Like I was like maybe 10% too much on the front leg. Like, it wasn't even that much, but I went, oh wait a second, and then bang. Just
So
that was before you even threw the strike, and I was like, oh shit.
so this movement can feel that.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is just incredible.
But the feeling's also just because you've done so many rounds and repetitions of sparring. Because like some people can't even visually observe it, and like that's why like some of the that's why it's so hard to teach Ilustrisimo because it's so subtle.
Yeah.
But like you just like that's why I kept saying your eyes have gotten better. You can see it and you can feel it, and like
Well, that was feel.
Yeah.
And that was doing the you said hand head.
Yeah.
Just the double.
That's
was
it.
all it was.
Because everything looks like it's come down.
Yeah.
Here, and then
suddenly someone just stops for a second, and you just
that's
roll.
it, and you're already halfway out, and
yeah.
Nice. Okay. And even though you're coming out like that, you're pulling your hand all the way back. You're not just playing out here.
Yeah,
Because then I just kick your hand off.
Yeah.
But like if I do that, you're going backwards with it, and sometimes you're going down. So like if I go for your hand, that's happening.
Coming
like,
through like
exactly.
That. But now because that's the norm.
Yeah.
That's just out of the way.
You've cut my fives out.
Yeah.
Like I was getting that ages, but like there if I went for it, I missed it, and it pulls me so far forward now that it's not worth going for.
I have tried a couple of horns on the bull for you, and just missed. I was hoping you have to come forward.
Yeah, and even then, like if I go halfway to it and realise that's not going to reach because it's low, and I try to go for your head, yours is coming, your tip's coming up and getting my hand.
I'm just going.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that.
So like I can't go here and then misdirect and come up because I'm missing that and getting stabbed in the face, or going for the head and getting stabbed in the hand. Yeah. So it's cut one of my best moves out almost.
Because you used to follow me back here and then come up.
That's it. I just go back.
Yeah.
And then as you pull that back, we go.
Yeah, that. But now it's facing up.
That's always just. That's good. You've covered like some of the most effective parts of Ilustrisimo, just with pulgada and just a slight height adjustment down. So like that little thing, Ray was right. It's like only like a tiny bit, but there's vulnerable, there's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like you dropping that either.
No.
You got this waiting too, and you're moving.
Oh, that feels still good.
Yeah, and like you said, you're on your toes.
Yeah.
Your
shot
heels are floating.
You've shot a couple of those shots, and it does feel okay to be able.
You've always been better in motion. Like you're looking good at the moment. Like I said, you're not hunched. You've got this.
Back up.
Yeah. This hunches a little, but you're not forward like.
No.
Like, and you're not like spreading. You used to spread your weight. Spread your weight.
And that planted.
Yeah. Now you're even distribution, so you can float.
Yeah. And fall.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
That's falling here. If you have to fall, it's alright.
That's it. And the next one is you got to fall forward as well. And the floating.
Yeah,
that's the hardest.
I was
it's the most committed.
Before, when I was practicing at home, I thought I got to step with it, but it's just
it's more of a fall than the step.
Yeah,
because you've gotten good at falling this way.
That's nice.
And you've gotten good at like falling and catching yourself. So and that's actually probably the easiest one to get used to first because it's not straight.
Yeah.
Because like if you think have your right foot forward and fall with your left, fall forward and then out to the left.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And then it always sets up a 5, or you can go 1 or 1, 2, or even just a 1 to the head. That's actually pretty good because you can just punch there or there.
Okay.
But then that made me feel way safer doing that at the beginning because I used to think I had to go down the middle.
Yeah.
And then I'd run into these impalements. So at least here when I'm doing it, like I'm falling, and then a lot of time they go for you.
Yeah.
And then at least you're out. And then I think that's where, if that comes more around than you're expecting, I think that's more like this.
Oh, okay.
Because you go, oh, what happened there? I think that's when Montgomery does his pinkies. So I think he's coming in to just go 1.
Yeah.
And expecting it to go down the middle.
Yeah.
And that happens. Or if it's further out, hand kind of thing. But if for some reason it curls around to a 1, I think he's doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that way you've still got like a block deflection that's still a falling attack. Everything's an attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you're not really stepping. It is like once again, they come up. And then do I fall? Or do I retract? And it's way safer to do that and observe. They do notice you come up a bit.
Yeah.
Because there is that.
But we are doing a bit of that anyway.
I do it so often.
Yeah.
That it doesn't look like
what we're doing.
As if you just slot that in as part of your like faking and moving, you go here and here. They can't always tell when you're gonna do it. Like,
whereas before I'd be flat and then I'd come up like that.
That's what I mean. If you're always down for like most of your stuff, and you come up, they now know you're coming in. So that's it. It's just hiding your intentions by slotting in the telegraph regularly, so it no longer is a telegraph.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
Yeah. I was thinking of what you just said. And
I wasn't going to do that either.
No, but I went flat-footed for a second. I'm thinking of falling.
I
fall.
stepped, and I was going to do this, but it looked like you were going to do a 5 and turn. So I went and didn't, and then I was like, oh, I can just...
And this. I looked there and went flat-footed.
But I did step with my back foot, so it changed the range a bit.
Yeah, good. That was a long range.
So you're falling into that.
Yeah, I do a long range. Okay, see if I can time any of these right.
Good range.
I think I'm trying to force it now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get closer so I can fall.
I set arranged and changed it.
Yeah.
So like I was purposely letting you see it stop there.
Yeah.
And stop there. And then on the next one I fell with it. So I was like, if I do 2 here, you're going to go, I've got the pulgada range. And then get that.
And then drop.
And then fall.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking about the footwork stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. It's like I fucked the weight shifting up at the beginning. You got me like that. Then I went, all right, it's still footwork because I was like, I'm gonna go blank and see what falls first.
Yeah.
It's nearly always footwork. So that's literally my goal for today.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Thought I had that.
I was looking going, oh no!
Yeah.
I saw the feet.
Yeah. That's it. So I think I stepped back, and I think you followed.
Yeah, I came
And then I
in.
stepped back in, and I think you went back, but I think I added another.
Yeah, you gave it a little bit extra.
I think I went back, and then another.
Nice.
It's, yeah, that whole train track.
Yep. Yeah, I stopped just briefly.
Yeah, it's like the windows are tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I caught you as you
Yeah,
came
I just
up,
felt like I was
and I've
up for a
gone
second.
there.
I went, damn.
Yeah. Alright, I got the finger as well.
Yeah, I was trying to come in.
It's alright, clash.
Oh, that was good. Got fun.
Oh, nice. Got me like deep. I went for your head and you moved your head out.
Yeah,
and
you
then
just
you
could
went
feel
up
that.
right through there. That's all artery.
That's right. The old safety hand. That's good.
I feel like the people that do speed assist too much, and you're like, they're always, you kind of figure out the range and you actually get better on pulgadas after a while.
Yeah, it gets
I like that when I'm
actually
slotting
slower.
them in occasionally. I also use it as a threat when I don't feel comfortable a lot of the time. So
Does make you back
if
off.
someone starts driving in all the time and they know what it is,
You sort of
I'm
go,
going, do you want that? And I will actually do it, like it's not like an empty threat, I will actually do it to them. But a lot of people that know what it is go, oh no, that's coming fast. I don't do that.
It looks threatening.
Yeah. I feel like if I did it all the time, it takes away other stuff.
Yeah, people don't want to go in.
Yeah. That's it. Like, I want them to come forward.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah, it's back pretty good.
Yeah, the old right up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'm not going to do that. Got to be leave one more time. Oh, good. That looked like a wobbly.
Yeah. Yeah, I came, yeah. It's interesting. I'm having to change a
Because
lot.
I was
I'm
thinking of that.
switching between setups again and again and again because you're reading what I'm doing really well.
I was thinking of parrying it, but it started doing that. And I felt
I'll
myself
change to
twice.
something, and instead of you chasing that, I see you switch to the head, which is the right response.
Yeah.
And I'll come back up to get your hand, and then you'll start going for my hand instead of the head, and so it's interesting.
Yeah,
I'll do
good.
this, you back away, like you're covering each area, knowing what the danger is.
Mm.
So I'm having to go switch.
Try.
Yeah, it's good. But the whole time, my whole focus is range, weight.
Yeah, I'm still focused on that. I want to do some falling.
I'm occasionally
I'm
realizing that this is floating out, or I start to do this again. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, just keep this here.
I dropped it once.
But I'm trying to not focus on it too much because I want to do the feet thing today. And then
Yeah.
after that, I'll check, because if I can try and do this subconsciously, I want to focus on the feet and range and weight, and then see if I'm doing the head thing when I'm not focusing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Like-
still
like-
moving around my blade. Now this is down here. I'm
Yeah.
making sure I'm.
So that's not like yesterday I was doing the feet thing, but the day before that was my goal.
Yeah.
Was to
around
get
the
this
face.
going and
Yeah.
not spread my weight too much. Then after that, then I was like, okay, distance now. I'm like, yeah. So
It's
I'm
still
kinda-
the most
I'm
important.
bouncing between the feet and the head, the
Yeah.
feet and the head. this I'm not too worried about.
No, that's the major checklist I was talking about.
I feel like we are doing these ones more, which is good, but we are still rotating through the other stuff. I'm not doing the scalp and like some other stuff as often. I still am doing it, but I did notice that it really does telegraph and spread my weight and plant me. So
it's the planting.
I'm trying to, exactly. I'm trying to see if I can set it up in a way where I'm a little bit more mobile.
Yeah.
Like maybe I'll come down here and then step and do it or something like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a more movement orientated where I can be a bit more up. And not telegraph it as much.
Yeah, I haven't been able to surprise you with those.
Yeah.
I'll get down here, but by the time I'm doing it...
It makes me feel like it's going to become a number 4 washing the hands though. Yeah. Instead of me being like long range and scalp. Yeah. I feel like it's going to be like this.
Yeah, and hopefully that.
So like that kind of stuff. Yeah, and even if it's a forehand, I can bump and do that or that and like, yeah. Especially after the knife stuff, that feels easy with this length.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Alright.
Nice, I forced it.
Yeah.
As soon as I went to force it, chop that off.
Neck.
That was good because there was no opening.
Yeah.
I just thought I'll put the extra pressure on.
I think I stepped back. I think I was in.
Yeah.
I think I went back with that and then back in. But it was just unfortunate timing because I was bumping in and out already.
Yeah.
It's so
there was nothing, you weren't stationary, so there was no opening on it.
That's what was happening to me before.
Yeah.
Was that I was going from one to a planted position and doing something, and you're just floating and moving.
Yeah.
So you floated away and simultaneously would get me on my throat, my face, and I planted it and you went, oh, you were stuck there for a sec. And I wasn't thinking 2, 3, 4, like. Yeah. Yeah. It's when I focus too much on the counter offense. And I don't think about the counter defensive movement to set up that offense. And yeah. No, honestly, I feel like after I've had a couple of weeks off, you're looking a lot better. Like the gaps are missing now that I was going for before. Yeah. You're once again taking more and more of my game out.
I'm just going to try now getting side.
Yeah.
And see if we can start coming in and out.
That's what I was just thinking. I'm like, it's now time to go a little bit more like point into the media a bit here, and then see can we do
quarter the whole bit.
Like all that kind of stuff.
Not lash
really
out.
Get this involved, but also not reach.
Yeah.
Like,
and head.
Yeah, it should be like a lot of like movement with the feet still, but this should almost be T-Rex the whole time. Yeah.
Okay, get into it. Nice. Good. I got into that. You won't come in, and then I decided to back off, and I'm walking into it.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was.
You didn't go fully out of range on one of your steps. You did like a half step.
Yeah. I just felt like I was in the middle.
Yeah, you almost. Yeah, you.
I either had to drive right in, or somehow get even further back.
It's hard because like to do the Corto stuff, the opponent has to come forward. Yeah. And so if you all, and like every time we go to here for our entry, we both kind of usually back away instead. Yeah, it's more. Which means that if we follow and chase, you've actually got the entry.
I've got it. Thanks.
Which is good. Like it's then nearly every time I've seen Ray do that, he comes forward, then floats back. Yeah. They drive in, and then he goes through them.
I think I stopped faking. I think
maybe that's it. Yeah.
I got caught in the middle here.
I'm not sure because I think I did 2 or 3, and then I just went.
I wasn't doing enough. I should have been.
Maybe that's it because I didn't feel like I had to deal with that for a second.
Yeah, you're just going,
I'm looking for the gap, and I think you zoned in too much on defensively without
getting in or out. Yeah, I should have.
Because your offense cancels you.
Yeah. Exactly. You would have had to defend it, and then I could maybe do something.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
That was close.
Nice, that was really good. Yeah. You did a nice umpagata, and then I realised, I'm like, I just wedged myself between the bag and the fridge. And I was like, no umpagata, roof block.
That was good.
Neither of us got hit there. That was really nice.
We got
It's once again realising umpagata is the best thing to do until you can't.
Yeah.
And then it's block and hand and head movement.
Definitely. Got your plan B.
And then constant threatening offense with lots of fakes to hide the real one.
Yeah. You got
and you're faking with the body and the legs, not just the arm.
Otherwise, they're just thinking.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this is good.
So that
No, you're all good.
hard. All good.
Yeah, it's all sweet. Just checking I wasn't chipped.
Yeah. Just coming down.
That's right, that'll happen. Yeah, you aimed with my hand, that's fair.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to do power.
No, so it's also because as you did it, as I pulled that back, it flared it, so it hit the edge.
Oh, okay.
So it makes more of that noise when it hits the edge.
Okay.
Most of the time you're hitting the flat part, and that's thicker. This is a little thinner.
Yeah.
No, straight. It sounds like ceramic almost when that happens.
Yeah.
It's polypropylene, but that just has a rounded edge. This is a thin one.
I went for your hand then.
Yeah.
And I need to.
Yeah.
This is that training of, oh shit, I'm too
Sounds
close.
weird, but I actually don't know if you actually got my hand on that one because it actually looked like you actually slapped it with the like the blade.
No, it wasn't.
I was looking at it, I'm like, that wasn't the edge.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even the spine. It was.
Yeah.
It looked like you like flat slapped it.
I
think it was just the startling of it
yeah,
coming
that's
in.
that.
Yeah.
I felt like I was flinching.
Yeah.
So I got to get
you
back
did
in there.
hand instead of head.
Yeah.
This was up.
This was up,
But it's
but my reaction was flinch.
I think it was up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was getting ready, but
Yeah.
that flinch came in instead of relaxing and.
That's
doing
it. That's
the
it.
thing.
Yeah. Once again, it all slows down when we focus on that.
Yeah, so I've got to get in again. Okay.
Sorry, mate.
I was thinking, I thought just.
You almost look like you slid into it.
Yeah, I was putting too much forward pressure on. You know, put a bit.
Your disconnect actually almost made me overreach. I spread my weight a little too
Yeah.
much when you went back on one of them. I went
Yeah,
past
that
my
started.
because I went from here and I was like, I think I can get him, and I still missed. I went,
Yeah.
oh crap.
But then I thought, oh, getting
And you went
closer.
forward, and then I went.
And it
yeah.
was too close. So.
That's it. It's like, yes, I want to go for it, but can I still get back? Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't done it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I was thinking. As I was saying, I'm like, I can't stand here and flare it and expect you to not react to it.
Yeah.
So it's more like I'm doing like a bag sack, and you're expecting a thrust, and then I pull it back, and you think I've gotten rid of it, and then I'm almost going here to here. That's still flared, and it almost feels more like a one. Like I don't feel like I'm circling. I feel like I'm almost punching.
Yeah, once again, it looked like you had to do a fake first before the real shot.
I feel like I used to really swing the tip.
Yeah,
you
and
see,
you see it.
see that circle. So now when that's there, I'm almost just trying to make it more direct.
Okay.
Just once again, that's raised whole, be more efficient, telegraph less kind of thing.
Yeah.
But once again, if I do that too often, that's going to be an opening. Because if I flare that,
I'm just gonna.
I have to have the right range.
Yeah.
Like it's too easy to mess that up. And they'll start to wait, and they're like, eventually he's going to flare it open, and bam.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate because I was already doing the spine deflection in case you came down the middle.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm getting my weapon back a lot at the
I
moment.
feel like I'm just forcing them now.
I'm not going like here into my middle. I am going a lot of here and back.
Yeah.
Here and back. So like that, I would have done that same movement even if you didn't throw the attack.
Yeah.
So that was just, and I've been doing that so that will happen by accident.
Yeah.
Because I've been going just here, and if you do something with my hand, it's been saving my hand, but it hasn't been like setting anything up. But if you go for my head, it really gives me that. That hasn't really happened today until then. So you don't use those a lot. That's something you should probably slot in more.
Little spine deflection.
Little, that tiny little circle. The closer that is, the better it works.
Yeah.
So I usually do it after a 1, and then do that. I go 1, that. I like to get off the line.
Yeah. Off
the line, but you can get pretty easily behind people.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what Ray was doing. You get our stomach as well.
Yeah.
So like because he knew that we all of a sudden were doing the right elastico head movement.
Right.
So if you did a shot at me, I went here, you'd throw your head that way.
Yeah.
And we'd miss, and then we're coming back, and he's going, fuck, I have to do this. And he had to react to it, and after that happened a few times, he's like, alright, so I can get the spine deflection, I just can't reach their head because of the pulgada. So then he started doing this.
Oh, okay.
And then on the other side, more down the middle.
Right.
And like, or you go here and around. Yeah.
Like you dropping it under.
You're going like that, into that,
that,
into that, or straight.
Actually, it is harder to defend.
That's
because, you know, we've got this.
That's it, like, if we're just thinking hand and head, but they are the 2 best targets, and that's what we should be going for. But then he realised, can't get the hand, alright, and you move, and I can't get the head, and he's going, alright, so after a while we went, screw it, and we moved the head away, and he goes back. Yeah. So it makes sense to me that like adding those, but I think they're nearly all set up off those little spines, and it's not big.
No,
it's very, very tiny.
Yeah.
It's wrist down, wrist up.
Yeah.
If you just do the wrist, it makes it real small.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like an extra hand.
Yeah. That's good.
And every now and then I'll actually do it as an attack. So instead of going here, I'll go there or there.
Yeah, just a flinch.
That's
a fish cutter.
There. Yeah, exactly. The fish cutter is also your backup hand.
Yeah.
Do another 5 and we'll switch to Dos Manos Katana. Yeah. Nice. Got my top finger on that.
Yeah, you've got to be a bit there.
Yeah. I was trying to spine deflect that one. I wasn't trying to get your hand.
The interesting thing is now
it's not good against horns of the bull.
Twice I've tried to spine deflect.
Yeah, no, you did a horns of the bull, and when that happens, I can't go diagonal. I have to actually go vertical. But I didn't identify it as a horns of the bull. Yeah. So I did that and got my top finger chopped. So that has to be like, you have to have it that kind of perpendicular angle almost, or like.
Yeah. I just tried changing the angle twice now, and you've cut me twice.
Yeah.
So there's a time and a place for it.
Oh yeah, it doesn't
Like this is definitely more effective.
Yeah. Like just then I would have been better doing a 5.
Yeah.
Because as you went for that horns of the bull, I should have done a 5, but I did that instead. So like you said, it's very situational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Do like a little shuffle,
so that's when it does work.
Yeah, I'm trying to not do them as much, but that would felt right for that situation.
The angle and what we had, I couldn't. Yeah. Okay.
Because I wanted to add a little bit of power behind that to actually drive.
Well, because your arm's straight, it's still non-telegraphic.
And it's actually more to set up. That was actually to counter if you did the defense.
Yeah, come through.
No, I was thinking more if you did the step. Because if you did step backwards, I step again.
Yeah, just keep going.
So like I usually go shuffle on the first one to extend that, and they do the full step.
Yeah.
But now when I add it, it's fuck their pagoda. Because I took the inch away on that first shuffle.
Okay.
Okay. God, it takes away that threat of this though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel more
Like, me
open.
coming down doesn't feel as threatening.
No, definitely not.
It looks like you're going, oh, this is easier now.
Yeah.
You become like, oh shit. That's good though. I want to see. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
If I cover up, how exposed am I?
Mm.
So I'm like, yeah, just.
Well,
saying.
now all of your shots are coming through that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
I can still do other ones.
Oh,
but,
yeah,
like, but yeah, I feel like I've actually enabled you to do more offense.
Mm.
Like, I've covered up, but it's actually freed on some of your offense you couldn't do before. Now you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I need to flare it.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Got my thumb on that.
It's just about to fall.
Sorry, mate.
I thought finally I could fall and cover it.
I almost did the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. You actually blocked it until I did the pivot.
Yeah.
Because like your forearm and you moved your head. It
Yeah,
wasn't just the
fall
forearm,
properly.
but then I pivoted.
Yeah.
Made it scrape. Oh, nice. You covered my thumb like 2 or 3 times recently,
Yeah.
so it just come out too quickly. Not faking enough, that's what it is.
It felt non-telegraphic, but then you can
Yeah.
just come over it, yeah.
That's it. You can tell what line it is.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing for ages when you were trying to get this down.
Yeah.
Just go 5.
Yeah,
5,
okay.
5. Yeah.
Trying to open it.
You did.
Yeah,
I'm messing with the range a bit.
yeah, I stopped for a minute and was watching you.
Yeah, because
And then
I
I could
was
feel-
like, you looked like you'd got uncomfortable with the spike.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what would make you more uncomfortable? I'm like, probably knowing I'm loaded.
Mm.
And your son looked like you're going, oh no.
Well, I
like-
was watching and then I realised my feet weren't moving
yeah.
properly. And I
But
went,
that's it. It makes you go, what's that? And you start thinking about it.
ah,
But before, if I did that, you were fine.
Yeah.
And you'd fake heaps at me.
Yeah.
And I'd go, I can't read those and have to bring it back. So that's how I get rid of the open ones.
yeah.
Because if you can time it, then it's a clean counter. But if you don't know which one's real, then you're just going, kind of just open.
Mm.
You
Yeah,
know?
as soon as you're thinking that, it's
But that's it. I was going like, you look like usually that's the one that worries you, and
Yeah.
you're now looking calm and going, that's the norm. And I'm like, all right, well, let's
What
rotate.
about that one?
Yeah, exactly. But no, that was good. All right, bit of dos manos.